Hey gang, welcome to the Now What Real Estate Podcast, where you find out what works and what does not work in real estate. My name is Jim Jacobus. I'm the coach. My co-host is Jason Keller. He's the agent. We're going to share with you the strategies, tactics, skills, and mindsets you need to build the real estate business you want. Hey Jason, what's going on, man? How are you doing?
I'm good. Good morning. How are you, Jim?
I'm well. Can you believe it? Podcast 0. We're finally here. We've been talking about doing this for a long time. So
absolutely. It's
we
had a lot of fun getting to this point too. So I'm glad to get it kicked off.
Oh my gosh. If we start talking about that, we'll be doing it forever. Hey gang, Jim Jacobus here with my co-host Jason Keller. This is a podcast where you find out what works and what doesn't work in real estate. And in the language, this is called podcast 0. All right. Which means we're going to answer the question, who are we? Why are we here? And why do they care? We really want to kind of just get to the point today and say, why should you care about watching our YouTube channel or listening to our podcast? Jason, when you think about why are you here and why do you care, what crosses your mind?
Well, the podcast kind of has happened organically because these are the conversations you and I have. Jim's my coach. And so these are our coaching sessions, really. So you're kind of letting you see inside of our mind. But it's how I got started in real estate and the struggles I've been through. I just want to share it with people. I see so many agents that are having a hard time weeding through all the information. And so I think it's just time for us to kind of share what we've learned over the last 5 years.
Do you feel like you might have gone through some struggles that'll help people not have to go through this?
I've joked, and I'm gonna write the book, All the Things Not to Do in Real Estate in Your First 3 Years. So this is chapter 1. So yeah,
I think we've got that lined up as like podcast 4, what not to do in real estate in the first 90 days.
Exactly.
Oh yeah, that's cool. And again, gang, I'm basically here. I'm a coach. Jason is a client of mine, but we've been friends for how long, man? 20 years, 25 years?
About 20 years, yeah.
Yeah. We'll tell you all about Jason's background in podcast 001. But I spent 3 years as a productivity coach with Keller Williams in Sugar Land, Texas. Had literally 100 of agents in our program at any one time. And I just saw way too many people who could have changed their life forever. Change their kids' lives, their kids' lives, their kids' lives, their community, their family. I've seen so much of that that didn't happen, and quite frankly, it broke my heart. There were obviously a number of people that did well and still doing well, and I stay in touch with them. But dude, I wanted to do anything I could to help people, encourage people to get everything out of this industry that they deserve and everything. So. If you were to think of, why would somebody out there care to listen to this podcast? What comes across your mind?
Well, I think it's that we both are here to be able to help people. And I know that that's kind of an easy thing to say, but I just watch so many agents in my office. I'm in one of the larger KW Keller Williams offices in the country, just under 1,000 agents. And it's just, I see so many agents that are, there's a bunch of information. It's the best training company in the world, but still it's what do you do with that information? And so it's kind of helping hopefully boil it down, make it accessible. And, the reason why we're here is to be able to kind of share what we've learned.
Yeah. So I got a question for you though. You're wearing that KW jacket there and I've got a KW background. Do you feel like this is going to be applicable for any brand that somebody's working in out there?
Oh, absolutely. This is just, my last name is Keller, and so it was kind of a natural fit for me.
Yeah, he's not kin to Gary, by the way, guys.
Yeah, and yeah, I'm not. Yeah, Gary's not my uncle, or else we'd be doing a different podcast. But I do get that question literally 99.9% of the time when I'm talking to a new client.
That's funny.
But to answer the question, no. This is anybody who's in residential real estate. Who's either getting started or maybe has gotten to a plateau and wanting to get it up to the next level, and just kind of looking at, kind of how to, take things from where they are to the next step. And that's really what we're, I think, going to be talking about for the majority of the time.
Yeah, absolutely. And guys, as far as I'm concerned, why should you care about this? You've invested a bunch of money to get a license to get into real estate. We call this Now What real estate podcast. And the reason for that was we saw so many people who, got their license, joined a broker, spent 6 months or a year, and literally sitting there going, now what? They're not getting anywhere, doing 2 or 3 transactions, maybe with your grandmother and your brother or maybe a friend or something like that. And you're sitting around, wait a minute, there's supposed to be more here. I know there are people in my office that are doing a dozen, 24, 30, 60, 200 transactions And gang, those are real. Those are absolutely real. But you're sitting there going, now what do I do? I mean, what about me? What am I missing? And we're going to give you the straight up on all of that stuff. We'll not pull punches. There are things that we love about KW. There are things that you and I don't necessarily like about KW. And we'll be straight about that. And at the end of the day, we chose the brand and we like it and we're there. This doesn't mean everything's perfect. But I've got great friends that are very successful at EXP, Caldwell Banker, you name it. I mean, every one of the brands has something about it that's good. And, we're not here to knock anybody's brand. There's always positives, but we want to tell you this truth about real estate, not about brands, although we'll answer all of those questions. But Jason, I just wanted to make sure that people that were willing to do the work had all the information they need to get the work done. That's the kind of stuff I want to make sure we share, answer questions. Jason and I've already agreed that if he's going down a line of BS, I'm going to call him on it. If I go down a line of BS, he's going to call me on it, which we do regularly, permission to speak freely kind of things in our coaching sessions. But we want to make sure that you get what you need to be successful. Again, we can't do the work, but we're going to honor your dream and give you all the tools we can. So we're looking forward to all the podcasts we have in line for you. Got some great stuff coming up. And again, I'm anxious for you to get to know Jason at a deeper level, and I'm glad to share my story as well. But at the end of the day, gang, we want you to be successful. So you can trust that there's somebody here on this end that wants you to be successful, and we don't have any axe to grind. We don't have any thing to mislead you or anything like that. We're going to be totally transparent and tell you the truth. So that's why we called it Now What Real Estate, the truth about what works and what doesn't work. So Jason, anything you want to add before we drop off of this very first podcast zero and start recording your story?
No, that's spot on. The only thing I guess that I would add, just, I feel like Jim's the play-by-play and I'm the color commentator, and just the highlight I would put on that is that you're going to get the good, the bad, and the ugly. I've had a decent level of success in real estate, but it was a struggle for me to get there. And I'm going to open up the book for you guys and show you everything that I did right, everything I did wrong. And just use us as resources, reach out to us, anything we can do to help. And that's the whole point of this, is we just want to help people get to where they want to be in real estate. So yeah, we're looking forward to the journey.
Yeah, cool deal, man. So gang, we appreciate you. Do us a favor, subscribe down there. You can hit the subscribe button if you're watching this on YouTube and you want to catch the videos of our beautiful faces every week. You're welcome to do that. If not, you'll find this anywhere you subscribe to a podcast, Spotify, iTunes, Stitcher, all of those things. You can find us there. And we'd appreciate it if you would like the videos, share some comments down below. And, oh, by the way, share the video with other people, share the podcast with others. You're going to help us grow this community. Let us know what you need. We'll be glad to tackle any subject matter. Nothing's going to be off limits. We just looking forward to serving you guys. So hope you guys are having a great day. Again, go out there and make something happen. Take care, gang. We'll see you later.